Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be back for this season for 2025. But we're going to start it off, as you can tell from the title. The first one going to be my most anticipated video games of 2026. Throughout the coming days here, I'm going to be doing, of course, a few more lists, which is going to be my most anticipated movies, my best video games from 2025 that I was able to play. Same thing with TV shows that I watched this year and also movies that I watched this year. Those ones are a little further down the line, of course, because there's still content coming out that I got to catch up on. But yes, without further ado, let's get into this list for my most anticipated video games coming out next year. All right, and we're going to start it off with some honorable mentions. These are in no particular order, but the ones that are kind of exciting me that just missed out on my top 10 are going to be Lords of the Fallen 2, Saros, and Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. So yeah, all of these ones are getting me pretty excited for gaming coming next year. Again, too, I really enjoyed the first Lords of the Fallen. I feel like this one is going to be a really, really good follow-up to it. It's all the fights and just everything that comes to the animation of it all and just the world that they created. The boss fights that they showed off look really, really cool. It's the same thing with Saros for the atmosphere of that game, the music, everything that I've seen within the trailers and just the showcases that Sony has been doing looks really, really cool. It looks like a pretty fun shooter, and I really hope that it can deliver on, again, too, just the scale that it seems to be going for. And then Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis. Of course, I love the original. I'm really excited to have more Tomb Raider games. I love the dark, gritty take that kind of this new generation of Tomb Raider games took, but to kind of get back into the classic Tomb Raider style, just how for lack of a better term, uncharted it was. I'm pretty excited for that. It's over the top, lots of fun. All right, but let's start off with number 10, and that is Reanimal. So, same thing too. I like the Little Nightmares franchise, and I just feel like the atmosphere that this game has been going towards seems kind of in kind of in that style, and it just looks again too very atmospheric, very chilling, haunting, fun to play co-op too. So hopefully I can get a little more into doing playthroughs again. I think that'd be really fun to start up again. So that's one that I am actually pretty excited for. Again, too, just the atmosphere of it looks awesome, right up my style with the Little Nightmares franchise. And yeah, I really hope it delivers. All right, and at number 9, we have a brand new showcased game that was just at the Game Awards, but it is the Second Control. So I did really enjoy the first one. It took me a while to actually get a hold of the controls and how to play the game, but once I got going at it, it was so stylistic and great story, great world, and it seems like this one is just going off the wall, completely bonkers with the concept too. New protagonist, but it seems again too like the gameplay and everything is just going to be beefed up as well as just the crazy over the top world that it's already set in. So yeah, I have full faith in the studio that they're going to deliver a very, very good second entry to this franchise. Number 8, I have Phantom Blade Zero. I've been really anticipating this one for a while. Just the combat mechanics of it look absolutely insane, and I really hope that what they've showcased in the trailers ends up being what the game actually plays like. Because again, too, it's just so fast and stylistic, and yeah, it just looks like it's going to be as much of a blast to play as it is to watch these trailers. So yeah, I really hope that they nail the mechanics, it plays smoothly, runs smoothly, and yeah, they deliver on a very awesome story that again too is kind of in the style of something like Sekiro. I feel like a lot of people are like, this is going to scratch that itch of not diving into that world. So yeah, I hope it just delivers on everything that again to the combat seems to be promising. All right, number 7, I have Gears of War E-Day. I haven't been huge on the sequels, so 4 and 5 that have come out recently, but Kenzu being E-Day, going back to Kenzu before the first game even was, I feel like there is a decent amount of story there to tell that we probably can figure out in like most of our own heads what happens, what went on. But again, to go back to that classic style against the locusts and just with updated mechanics that they can add into the game too, it's going to be great. I love Gears of War. I love playing it with my friends, and to go back to the Dom and Marcus days is going to be really, really good. I'm interested to see again too what new characters they add in. If there's going to be another Carmine, or again too if we're just gonna be playing as Anthony again. Who knows? But it's I'm really excited for it. So it's Gears of War is always welcome for a new entry. All right, at number 6, we have 007 First Lights. I really enjoyed playing the Indiana Jones game, and I felt like it was just like the movie popped right into the game like I was basically playing one of the movies. It seems to be that that's going to be the case for 007 First Light. I've really been enjoying all the showcase that they've done. The gameplay looks absolutely awesome. It seems like they have a decent story. I don't know if I'm completely sold yet on Lenny Kravitz as a villain, but again, too, he seems like he's going to be very over the top and just a fun villain to watch and go up against. But yeah, no, I think that they're going to deliver on this one. It seems like we're kind of going into an age of actually doing good like movie video games once again, taking their own kind of style with it, but really keeping true to the heart of the movie. So I'm very much anticipating this one and I hope it's great. At number 5, I have Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Who's not excited for this one? I do really enjoy the Lego Batman games. I think they're extremely fun, and yeah, just the added fight mechanics that they've added into this one seems great. I like that they still have the Lego style humor that they've been showcasing in all the trailers. And these are just really fun co-op games too. So can't wait to play this one with my wife, or again to even just play with my friends down the line as well. I think it's going to be, again too, the Lego games are simple in their own rights, but they're a lot of fun. They always hit the mark, and it just seems like, again too, adding those Dark Knight fighting mechanics are going to be just a great way to make this a lot more fun. All right, at number 4, I have GTA 6. I know this is going to be higher up, probably number 1 on most everyone's list. I never really got into the Grand Theft Auto games as much as really the next guy. I only ever played the 5th one myself. I've played, of course, San Andreas and the 4th one at a lot of my friends' house, but it just hasn't hooked me as much. I think a lot of it too just comes down to all the delays that we've seen with this game. Keep pushing it back and back. I know the heist, the missions, characters, everything like that is going to be glorious, but there's just other things that I'm just anticipating a lot more, hit a little more hard at home for me that I'm a little excited for. But again, too, it's GTA. I don't really need to say much. Everyone's excited for this one. All right, and at number 3, I have Marvel's Wolverine. You all know how much I love the Spider-Man games. I think they're absolutely great in terms of mechanics and storytelling, and yeah, the combat of course is always great. I'm interested to see how you're able to stylize and even to upgrade Wolverine's abilities as this game goes on. But it seems like they're going to be adding a lot of just villains that I'm glad are going to start seeing the light of day, like Omega Red. I feel like that's going to be an absolutely awesome boss fight. But yeah, no, I have full faith in the studio to deliver again to an amazing Marvel experience. Once again, Wolverine's a great character to jump into. This game's been teased, anticipated for a long, long time, and I'm glad it's finally coming out. It's because, yeah, I just have the feeling that it is going to kick a lot of ass. I'm very excited for it. At number 2, I have Forza Horizon 6. Racing games, they're great. I've always just fell in love with the Forza games, whether it be Motorsport or Horizon. But again, too, just the free roam elements of Horizon are great, and it's a setting that we've all been asking for, I think, since the first one even came out. Japan is going to be absolutely beautiful to race around. All the types of cars and the street events that they're going to have too is going to be a lot of fun. Online play is going to be great. It's lots of people living out the Tokyo drift fantasies that they've had for probably years and years. Yeah, I just hope that the map is absolutely huge. You get to see, again, to all the landscapes of Japan. So not just driving through busy streets like Tokyo, Shibuya, places like that, but also being able to go a little more north up the mountain or down to the quiet souths of Japan. I think, again, too, it's just exciting that they cannot mess up on, and they won't mess up on all the cars. I can't wait to drive and race around Tokyo. It's going to be amazing. All right. And at number 1, it is Resident Evil Requiem. So I just love the franchises. I really enjoyed Village. I'm glad that this one's kind of going a little bit back to the roots and the history of Raccoon City. And again, too, being able to play as Leon just is the cherry on top that I think we all needed to max out our hype levels for Resident Evil Requiem. Going to be very, very good. It seems atmospheric, scary again. Like again, too, they're really diving into a lot of the horror elements. And again, too, just it intrigues me that they're going back to Raccoon City. I feel like there's going to be a lot more that they can add to the lore of this universe, which they always, I find, do a really, really good job on. But instead of loose connections, really deep connections to, again, too, the franchise that we absolutely love. So yeah, I feel like they are going to do absolutely great. Everything that I've seen looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that is why it is number 1. I love Resident Evil. I'm so excited for Requiem to finally be able to play. So, and it's coming out pretty soon in February here. All right, so let me know your thoughts about the list, and of course too, what your most anticipated games are. There's lots that seem really, really fun and great that's I still can't wait to play too. I'm going to try and upload a lot more gaming content this coming year as well. So get some free time, play some games, and yeah, just have fun with it. So again, let me know your list down below of what you're most excited for. And of course, if you'd like what you see here, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I very much appreciate it. Anything to help out the channel. And again, too, just create the community once again. And yeah, awesome. Keep in tune for more lists. Turn that little ringer on so you know when, again, too, all those lists I mentioned at the start of the video are going to be uploaded and whatnot. So I'm going to try my best to slam a lot of them out within the coming days here. But of course, take my time, make certain they're good lists. But yes, awesome.